students, welcome to Prudential Business. So dear students, as you already know that this YouTube channel Prudential Businesses deals with the subject business studies of CBSE board for classes 11 and 12. Okay. So today we are doing the 6th chapter of class 11, that is the social responsibility of business and business ethics. Okay. So this is also called in short as CSR or corporate social responsibilities. Okay. So what we are going to learn in chapter 6, just an outline of our learning. Can you just see? In this chapter we are going to learn about the meaning and the concept of CSR, that is corporate social responsibilities. What does this mean? What is the corporate social responsibility? What is the social responsibilities of a particular business that we are going to learn? Okay. Next we will be learning about the cases of CSR, that means cases of corporate social responsibilities. This is a business term which means cases means the reasons why a particular business perform corporate social responsibilities. Okay. And next we will be learning about the responsibilities that the businesses has, especially towards the owners, that means who are running the organization, and the people who are having a stake or an interest on that particular company, along with the various investors, consumers, employees, government and the community. Right? So this is what we are going to learn. Along with that we are going to learn about the role of businesses in environmental protection. That means a business, it is not necessary or it is not good for a particular business to do something that is against the interest of the community. So what role does a business has in for environmental protection, that we are going to learn. And the last one is business ethics. Ethics, that means a set of rules and regulations for a business internal matters. That means how a business will be running, how a business will be dealing with all types of people. They are having a certain set rules and regulations and guidelines. All those things as we are going to learn that. Okay. So let us see from the beginning for social responsibilities of business or CSR. Here what it means that it's a voluntary association of party of the part of the businessman to contribute something towards the social well-being. The social well-being means what? To do certain good for the community, to do something better for the community. It is a voluntary association. That means for all types of businesses, it is not a compulsory. Usually it is not compulsory. In general terms, this is not compulsory. CSR is not compulsory. It is a voluntary association of persons. Okay. To contribute towards the betterment of the society, for the well-being of the society. That means if the society is developed, then the business themselves will be developed. If the society remains underdeveloped in a rural area, it is also detrimental to the interest of business itself, because a business cannot grow in an underdeveloped society. That is why for the well-being of the society, the business has to contribute, and that contribution is usually voluntary. Okay. Next you see, businessman makes uses of the resources of the society and earns from the members of the society. Therefore, apart from its primary economic objectives, it must review the impact of their decision and actions on the other section of the society. Here you see, the primary objective of a particular business is to earn money. Okay. So apart from earning money, what are its other objectives? One of the primary other objectives, one of the major other objective of a particular business is to work for the society, is to serve the society, because the business is using the resources of that society. Okay. Next you see, the cases of corporate social responsibilities, or these cases, the word cases refers to the reasons for a particular business to undertake social responsibilities. Okay. Here you see, number one is the self-interest. Self-interest, that means it is necessary for the business, for its own use or for its own interest, to work for the society, to develop the society, and to make the society economic condition grow more and more. If the society's economic condition grows more, it is going to have a positive impact on our gross national income or gross domestic products. Everywhere there will be a production, everywhere there will be profits, and in itself the business will be able to grow in that way. That is why it is on the self-interest of the business for which they will be taking CSR activities. Next you see, better environment for business. See, a business, it's not necessary, it's not good for a particular business to work in an environment that is underdeveloped, or that is illiterate, or that is suffering from certain diseases or calamities, etc. So, to have a good environment for a particular business to do, it is necessary for the businesses itself to undertake certain social responsibilities, some social measures to develop that. Okay. And next you see public image. Here you see the success of every business depends upon the well-being of its customers, employees, creditors, etc. You see, big organizations like ONGC or Tata or Reliance or Maruti, all those are companies, they themselves have a very good public image. Why? Because they take the interest of all those persons, customers. Their Tata's objective is not to deceive the customers. Next, employees, the persons who are working in Tata, they are getting a very good salaries, right? And next, the creditors, that means whoever lend money to them. In that cases, they are all satisfied. They are highly satisfied with their activities of that company, right? So when they are satisfied, when the employees will be satisfied, when the government will be satisfied, when other stakeholders will be satisfied, that automatically creates a positive image or a very good impression or credit worthiness of that company into the public matters. Okay. Next you see avoidance of government intervention. This is also one of the reasons why companies undertake CSR. Okay. It is see the primary objective of every company is to earn money. In that cases what happens? For earning money they has to commit something which is not good for the interest of the society. Right. In some cases they have to cross the deadlines of their ethical measures. So for that purpose at some point of time, it is not always, okay, at some point of time they have to breach the normal rules and regulation or the codes of conduct for the proper functioning of an organization. In that cases, the government may impose, if caught, that means if it is caught by the government or by something law enforcement agencies, then at that time those law enforcement agencies may impose penalties upon businesses. Okay. So in order to avoid those penalties, because penalties whenever it will be imposed, it is very costly, it will prove very costly to the organization. So in order to avoid that, it is necessary for the business to continuously satisfy the society along with the government. Okay. So these are the various reasons in which a particular organization undertakes social welfare measures for the betterment of the society. Right? I hope that this video is useful for you. And in the next video, we will be discussing about the role that the particular organization has or particular business has towards specific groups of people, like that of your customers, like that of your government, like that of your stakeholders, etc. Okay.